This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Betsy.
Marcy.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I was teasing this with you earlier. So we're recording this Memorial Day weekend, and last weekend I went home to Louisiana for my nephew's graduation from high school.
Wow, yeah.
And that was also the week a lot of crazy stuff was happening in Louisiana and in that moment in time. And
What
a lot
was
of people,
happening?
oh God, I don't even know where to start. I'm going to back up a little bit
Yes.
and let everyone know. You guys know our friend Annabelle, the haunted doll
The doll. Not the movie series.
but it's based on this
It's based
doll.
off of the doll.
She's a little Raggedy Ann doll, and
Nasty.
she was she is allegedly possessed, right?
Uh-huh.
And also she was a possession of the Warrens' collection of haunted objects, right?
Yes.
So she has been, I guess, adopted by a new person.
Who? Somebody in Louisiana?
No, none other than Ryan Buell, the creator and star of Paranormal State. Yes. Ryan Buell, who I always thought was a very cute paranormal investigator. And I thought Paranormal State, great show as well.
Right.
So he has Annabelle the doll, and
Of course.
he is taking the doll on tour.
Like around the United States?
Around the United States.
Oh my God, Marcy.
And
Ew,
so
what's the schedule? Where's she playing?
Oh yeah, where's she playing? Honestly,
Where's she
Betsy,
playing?
you don't want to know, because the name of the tour is Devils on the Run.
Oh my God.
I'm going to read this from International Business Times from the UK. So she was recently in New Orleans, and she was displayed at a private event in the French Quarter. And then not long after her arrival, chaos unfolded. The Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office confirmed that 10 prisoners deemed armed and dangerous escaped during a head count.
What?
And when I landed, that's when I landed. I landed and was getting all these like, whoa, there's a bunch of escaped prisoners in New Orleans. One of them was caught on Bourbon Street. Now, they haven't all been caught now as of recording. Like half of them have. And it seems that when they did escape, someone wrote on a door, "This was so easy, LOL."
Oh, that is funny.
So that's one of the things. But also,
Annabelle.
Also, the Nottoway Plantation burned down.
Burned down, yes.
It's one of the largest, they're calling it antebellum estates in this article. It is a plantation. It was a sugarcane plantation, which is actually one of the worst, most brutal types of plantations in the South, just because of how dangerous it is, and they were treated horribly. So it burned down, which some people think is a great thing. I might be one of them.
Yeah, dude.
Letting the fire purify. So there's that. But then also recently, Marie Laveau's house on Bourbon also had a fire.
What?
And I did not realize this, but there was a tenant who lived above the shop. Because, like, you could go to Marie Laveau's house,
Right.
go to the shop. She was living above the shop when it caught fire, and, like, said that, like, her partner, like, woke her up and, like, got
Do
them
they
out.
know what started the fire, or
Let me see if I can
still
find
a
that.
mystery?
Marie Laveau.
Wild, dude.
Let's see if we can find what the let's see. Oh, I don't know how did it start? Let's look for the word start.
Start?
I don't know
This is
I don't know if they
nuts.
know what the ignition point was. I also have heard other crazy things, but I can't find any articles about what's happening.
Okay.
But people are like, please go to Washington, Annabelle.
Go to yeah, send Annabelle to Washington, please, or
Annabelle.
Mar-Lago, whatever the fuck.
Go do a tour through Mar-a-Lago.
Come on, Annabelle. This is nuts.
Shouldn't be happening.
Dude.
Again, I think the Nottoway Plantation, yeah, that's it. Very strange thing, because it's it's like a resort now. It's not like they call it a museum because they have tours, but it's very literally whitewashed. And,
right.
And they have weddings there. Well, I'll just say someone I know got married there. It was not a thing I thought was cool. But,
remember that show 4 Weddings on TLC?
Yes.
I love that show. There are so many. There's so many where they're like, we're at a plantation. And it's like, okay.
So anyway, Annabelle is on tour.
Annabelle! Oh my God.
I'm going to say it. Ryan Buell, he's an agent of chaos.
I mean, just his reputation already. And then to be like, and now I'm going to spread Annabelle around. It's like, hey, man. Just keep her in your bedroom with you, you weirdo. Like, do whatever you need, but don't bring it about.
I wonder, by the time this comes out, what else will be happening?
Oh my gosh. Where's the next stop? Oh my God.
You have to help me look these things up. I only know so much, Betsy.
Okay.
Does
I'll
it
look
say?
It up later. I don't know. Let me look.
Yeah, what does my telephone say?
Bell.
Where is the next Annabelle stop?
Tour. It popped right up. Tour. Oh, okay. Here we go. Gettysburg. No, this is all just Gettysburg. Okay, I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm not going. I'm not going near that little doll.
I never was
Fuck
going
that
to.
shit, man.
Honestly, I'm glad we can't tell you where it is, because you shouldn't go.
We're doing a good job of not letting you know where it is.
But it begs the question, is she doing good or is she doing bad?
I know. Well, Annabelle, make some move.
Annabelle, tell us.
Annabelle, please tell us.
Do you have anything spooky? That was my spooky stuff.
Anything spooky? No, I don't think so. Okay. No, it's been pretty chill. Nothing too eerie or spooky.
It's summertime fun time right now. So like it can't all be spooky dooky scary, you know?
I know.
Summertime fun time.
I mean, I have a big old story. Do you want me to get in and read it?
Betsy, dig into it and give it to
me. Okay, this is called Cousins and Ouija Board, a Classic Tale.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Funny feeling. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I love your show. I listen all the time. I'm new to the pod and found you guys through Rachel Dratch's Woo Woo podcast.
Nothing better has happened in our lives than you going on Rachel Dratch's podcast. Thank goodness.
I heard Betsy's voice and knew I had to seek it out. I needed more. Now I'm addicted to your podcast and I'm a huge fan of you both. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
I love the spooky and slightly paranormal with all my heart. I think it's such a fun topic, but it does scare me so stinking much. Yeah, I get it.
It's spooky.
It's spooky. I am now 31 and have had some crazy experiences in my lifetime. I feel like my heart and mind are open to the strange and unexplained just enough that I may attract it in some form.
Uh-oh.
I like to acknowledge the possibility of the paranormal around me and in our everyday existence because I do think it's real. I just don't like it to be scary. But let me get right into it because this first story is a long one. Ew. The little girl on the other side of the Ouija board.
Oh, no.
Gross. Already disgusting. That sentence is so gross. When I was 8 or 9 years old, we were visiting my mom's family up in Pittsburgh area. Please use Betsy's voice. Oh, yeah. Fries on sandwiches. That's a Pittsburgh thing. Yeah, fries on sandwiches and salads.
Oh,
I remember getting a salad and I was like, they put French fries on it? Yeah, dude.
Damn.
My mom has some kooky sisters. In turn, I've got some kooky aunts.
That's how it works.
That's how it totally works. My mom's maternal side of her family originates from the mountains of West Virginia. I have to believe that the belief of ghosts and supernatural have trickled down the generations from the mountains of the Appalachia. After all, we were all inside our grandmothers, right? Ew. Yeah, ew.
That's how it works, and Betsy hates it.
It freaks me out. My family loves the supernatural, and they all believe in ghosts and stuff. While we were there, me, my older sister, and our little cousin were at our other cousin's house. We were a bunch of little girls in a house all by ourselves, respectively. We were about 7, 9, 10, and 12 years old. Naturally, my 10-year-old cousin brought out a Ouija board. Yep. We were in the basement. My cousin's house was situated on a hillside, so the basement opened up to the backyard. That rules. It wasn't super dark down there or anything. No bad vibes at all. The basement consisted of a big play/TV room, a small laundry room, and a garage. We spent loads of time playing down there on the N64 and watching movies like Grease and Jesus Christ Superstar. That is such a funny, that's so funny.
Yeah, just like a random assortment of entertainment.
Yeah, just like weird musicals. We sang and danced and had the best time ever down there. That is so cute. To play with the Ouija board, we gathered in the small windowless laundry room. At the time, I don't think I had an understanding of what a Ouija board was. I was 9. No one had explained that you could contact and bring over some dark shiz from the other side. But my cool older sister, who I looked up to, and my cool, slightly older cousin were so into it, so we set it up and put our little hands just slightly hovering over the planchette. At first, nothing. Then it started moving. Ew, God, okay.
Yeah.
Gross. It was jerky, but over the next few minutes, we were able to discern we were being contacted by a 6-year-old girl named Emma.
Emma!
And then they continue, sweet, she's young, just like us. This was super cool. We were all a little spooked by the whole experience, but to my 9-ish-year-old brain, this was awesome. This must be normal, right? People must do this all the time.
This is what the adults are doing when they send us to bed.
Yeah. I didn't know any better. I can't remember the details of Emma's story, but she had somehow died at a young age and was visiting us here in the dark laundry room of my cousin's house. So normal. And I cannot express enough how real this experience was to all of us. No one was moving the planchette. This was real. As I remember it, later that same day, the rest of our family was coming over to the house for dinner. Our older boy cousin started taunting us about the Ouija board and started flicking the lights on and off in the playroom. They were trying to freak us out. News of our visitation spread upstairs to the kooky aunts. They were so excited. That's so fun. My parents, I could tell, were not so happy that we were contacting the other side. My mom, while akin to the kooky, was interested and happy to be part of the excitement, but my dad is a firm believer that we shouldn't attempt contact with anything from the other side or acknowledge ghosts in any way.
Okay.
I have to give him credit, though. He was a good sport about the whole thing and kept quiet as the night played out. Oh.
Yeah.
The Ouija board was brought upstairs so it could be put to the test. I think the adults and our older boy cousins were trying to find an explanation. Someone must have been moving the planchette. The 4 little girls assembled around the board, put our hands over the planchette, and it would move. The whole room went wild. I felt like a paranormal celebrity. That's so funny. The adults decided to switch up the people around the board, adding a boy cousin or an aunt to the mix, and the planchette would not move. The kooky aunts quickly concluded that Emma must only want to speak to the little girls. This was the first time I'd heard that ghosts like communicating with little children. It must have been true. My 9-year-old brain was blown. My uncle, brother of the kooky aunts and my mom, decided to put Emma to the test. He was going into the other room to see if Emma could tell us how many fingers he was holding up. In the other room, he held up 2 fingers. Emma moved the planchette to the number 2. She got it right.
And that's science.
That's science. The whole room went wild again. No one could believe it. No one could explain that. But this made things a little too real, so someone decided it was probably best to put the board away. But man, that was fun. Over the next few days, it was all anyone could talk about, being mischievous little communicators to the other side. We found another Ouija board at my grandparents' house, and dad was mad.
I bet.
Ouija boards.
What's happening? Is this not the dad's family?
This is not the dad's family, I don't
think. He's
like,
who did I marry?
Yeah, what? Everywhere has a Ouija board?
What the F?
That is so funny. He hid it from us, which was a good call on his part. We would have conjured up someone else to talk to. We were paranormal experts at this point. A few days later, we drove back home to Maryland. I remember that 6-hour car ride being a little tense. My dad was not mad, but not happy with us. We didn't really talk about the experience. We get home, all is well. We put it behind us. My sister goes to a sleepover the next weekend, and when she gets home, my parents are upset. I'm trying to eavesdrop as much as I can, but I don't know what's going on. Turns out, my sister's friend got out a Ouija board and contacted a ghost. Whoever's house she went to that night, those parents sent an email to all the girls' parents explaining what happened.
That's
LOL.
Funny. That's actually funny, though, because that's actually funny to have to write an email. That's actually funny, though.
That is so funny. I'm like, I'll send out an email. That is so funny.
Actually funny.
My parents knew it was my sister. She duped us all. How did she do it? She would explain that she used her little 12-year-old thumbs to move the planchette around the board, and she was so good not letting her antics be seen. My parents were furious. What? My parents were furious. How was my mom going to explain to her supernatural loving sisters that it was her child the whole time? My
How
sister
could she
was
disappoint
in
them like this?
trouble. This is so funny. A few months go by, and eventually my mom breaks the news to the family that it wasn't real. What I find to be the best part of the story is my kooky aunts believe to this day, 20-some years later, that it was absolutely real. We've talked about it so many times, and they refuse to believe that it was my sister. My husband loves this story so much, and he asks all my aunts and my grandparents and anyone who was there to recount the experience. With all their hearts, they think it was real. We keep trying to explain it wasn't, but they won't believe it. I understand why, though, because I was there too. I saw it happen with my own eyes, and I was absolutely convinced in the moment that it was happening. I think the whole thing was so fun, and I love that this happened to not just me, but the whole family. Yeah, that rules. It's something that gets brought up at the family functions to this day. My sister, however, holds a lot of shame about it. She can't explain why she did it. I can, because you're getting her cool reactions from people. Looking back, I think the whole thing snowballed out of control, and she didn't want to disappoint anyone by not making the planchette move. Isn't that so silly? Kids are so weird. Side note, I've had this idea a few times. What if the ghost entered my sister and had been using her body ever since? would that be insane? I don't know. Only my sister knows the truth, and she may or may not be possessed by a 6-year-old ghost named Emma. I have more stories to tell, but this was by far the longest. Love you guys. Don't poo your panties. Until next time, LMC. Whoa. Funny big drop at the end of like, hey, maybe my sister's possessed by a little girl ghost.
Look,
Okay,
maybe
bye.
it's not all for naught. Maybe it actually was a haunting.
Right? There we go.
Kids are so funny,
that is
though.
so funny. Kids are so funny.
Also,
They're such
having to
funny
be like,
weirdos.
family, we have to have a meeting. This is going to be very hard for me to say.
I want to read the email that the parents sent. Was it just like, hey, your kid was scaring our kid with the Ouija? She like knows how to move it or something?
I wanted the other parents to believe that it was a demon.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
That would be so funny. Of like, we're so sorry she's never allowed back in our house. We're moving out of the country because your daughter brought in a demon. And then the daughter's like, I actually was just moving it with my thumbs.
I'm actually just a little stinker instead.
I'm just a little stinker. What can I say?
And I agree with you, Betsy, that like, why did she do it? Because of the attention. It's fun.
Why do we do comedy? Because of the attention. It's fun.
It's attention.
Like, we know why would I fall downstairs in middle school? Because of the attention, and it was funny.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Because of the attention.
And it's fun.
Why is Ryan Buell taking Annabelle across the country?
Because of the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy. Come on.
You know, other besmirched paranormal investigators. Holly Madison is like on a tear on TikTok, just talking so much shit about Zach Baggins.
Because did he cheat on her?
Yes, he did. He did cheat on her.
I remember you sending me an article that they released that they were an item. And I feel right at the time I had watched the episode that he was at her house. And I was like, dude, he did an episode at her house. I bet that's where they met. Isn't that?
You know, I hate to judge a book by its cover, but no one looks more like someone who's going to cheat on you than Zach Baggins. I don't know. You just got a look about him, you know? That's a playboy there. That's a bad boy playboy.
Yeah, because you're like, I would cheat. I would help him cheat on someone.
You would help? Betsy? What? Explain.
You're saying, wow, he's a bad boy. It sounded like you were into him.
I thought Betsy Sidaro was saying, I will help him cheat on women.
Funny.
Betsy, she's aiding and abetting. Aiding and abetting. Yes.
Aiding and abetting Zach Baggins.
Because you're in Las Vegas. You got to be abetting.
You got to be abetting.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny that she's going off. Go off, Holly.
Go off, Holly.
What is she saying? Do you remember any funny specific?
It's just like, I don't, it's nothing so, like, it's funny because it is like, yes, he definitely was cheating on her. And I guess like using apps and stuff too. I don't even know.
Wow.
But it's like, yeah, that's kind of par for the course, I guess.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it, though.
You hate to see it. It's happening.
Bless. Good luck and God bless.
Yes, good luck, yes. God bless.
Good luck, God bless. Goodbye, blah, bless.
Hey, blah, blah, blah.
What is happening to me? I cannot speak the words at all.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Good luck, God bless.
Good luck, blah, blah.
Shall I read a listener story? Okay.
Give it to me.
This one is an update. Also, my coworker yesterday said Ray instead of Ree.
Oh.
And I believe her to be smarter than us, so I think she's right.
What?
Ray sold my haunted furniture on Facebook Marketplace. Do you remember this story?
I'm like, Ray did.
Okay, let's say Ree. I don't care. I don't care what's correct.
Yeah, I've never heard Ray.
Yeah.
But also, hey, whatever.
So what? She has a better education than me. That doesn't mean anything.
Can I say it fucking doesn't, Marcy?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for saying it.
You're welcome.
Someone finally said it. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Here at a Funny Feeling podcast, we don't think education matters at all.
Yeah, drop out.
Drop out. Can
Even
you believe?
if you're in elementary school, drop out.
I was going to say, can you believe that not only did we finish college, but then we decided to take a bunch of classes about how to be silly and funny?
I know. I was talking to Matt Walsh about that. He's like, a lot of people kind of consider it their graduate studies. I was like, yeah.
I do.
I did. Like, I totally did. I was like, oh, what's the next step is now.
We deserve doctorates then.
We do. We're experts. We're fucking doctors in the world of comedy.
We're doctor improv. Doctorate of
Dr.
improv.
Improv.
Yeah, I'm a doctor improv. Anyway.
Let us help you.
Tag outs, sweep edits. Okay.
Top of your intelligence.
Are we yes-anding today? Sorry.
Marcy, aren't we yes-anding every day?
Every day I'm yes-anding. Okay. All right, I'm gonna read this.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna read this update about Ray. Ray sold my haunted furniture on Facebook Marketplace. Do you remember this?
I remember this. Funny.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, ladies. Thank you for reading my story on the pod. The episode was called 21 Ghosts. And that's important, guys, because if you want to go listen to it, you can go back and listen to the episode called 21 Ghosts.
Yeah,
and it was probably just a couple months ago. So the episode was called 21 Ghosts, and my story was about how I sold my haunted furniture on Facebook Marketplace.
How dare you? How dare you?
We have nothing but con artists.
Yeah, what's
criminals.
going on?
Criminals listening to this podcast.
Burn that furniture, dude.
You know what? You don't know. Someone might want it to be haunted. Anyway.
That's true. People like it, like that.
That's why people are going to see Annabelle. Anyway.
Yes.
So this one's going to be... Oh, wait. You asked for more stories of the 21 Ghosts, and here it is. This is going to be a long one, and I would apologize, but you literally asked for it, so you're welcome. Hey,
thank you.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We have since moved from the 21 Ghost house, and thankfully, the new to us house is nice, quiet, with not much paranormal activity.
Good.
The attic ghost is pretty chill, and the basement ghost is an old guy who enjoys watching my dad build model cars. 2 ghost cats just run around.
What? Okay.
That's 4 ghosts.
That's 4.
The story is rather long because it needs some slight backstory. Hey, man, you don't have to tell us how long it is.
Okay.
We're cool. We're chill and cool.
We're
we love
so
it.
chill.
It is long, though. Ever since I was a little kid, I would hear and see weird things at the house where I grew up. Sometimes I would catch a glimpse of a woman in a blue shirt sprinting past the dining room window, which showed our gated backyard. And there's an asterisk.
Ew.
Asterisk by asterisk? Or asterisk? Asterisk.
Asterisk?
I don't
know. I've never thought of it. I know what it is. I don't.
I'm making the star sign
You're
with
just
my
scissoring your little fingers.
Whatever. It's got the star sign. Star.
We got the star. Yeah,
Star.
An asterisk. Asterisk.
Oh boy. Whatever.
We're doctors.
The blue
improv.
shirt ghost was sprinting past the dining room window, which showed our gated backyard. The gates of the fence were very squeaky, but they didn't make a sound when this happened. I would hear my name being called, hear someone tell me to, quote unquote, be nice.
Ew.
To be clear, I did go through a phase where I was a total bitch and would always hear what sounded like someone banging around on the desktop keyboard all hours of the night.
Ew.
The shower would turn on by itself. Once a year, we would whole family, mom, dad, sister, and myself, hear a loud crashing sound of pots and pans. We would look around and nothing would be out of place.
Once a year.
I like to think, Betsy, that is the anniversary of someone walking in the kitchen with a bunch of plates and stuff and slipping on a banana peel.
The anniversary. Where it is like, some places like hold on to trauma or big events. And that was a big one for that person. I mean, maybe slipping on a banana peel and then they got crushed by all the new pots and pans they bought. And they died that way.
Oh, damn.
And then
I just
the
wanted
refrigerator
it to be silly
fell on
and
them.
fun. What? Fell on them?
Yeah, like Roger Rabbit style. Come on.
I see it. I can see it, Betsy. I see it.
Yeah, maybe they're chasing a little baby around the kitchen, trying to protect the, like the opening of Roger Rabbit.
I get it. You're right.
Why didn't you laugh then?
Oh, I thought.
Why didn't you laugh?
Because it felt like a serious subject. You were killing someone. Felt serious to me. It's not joking. I'm not joking about death. Just making a podcast about it. I lived at this house from birth in 1988 to 2019. My husband and I bought the house from my dad in 2012.
Hey.
Here is the story of the house. It was built in 1920 and 2 people died in it. The first death was the homeowner before my parents. That man had a heart attack in the kitchen. Oh, he had a heart attack when he dropped all those pots and pans, Betsy.
Mm-hmm. And then the refrigerator fell on him.
Oh, damn. This is the man spirit that I believe haunted the kitchen. That's why I think we heard the crashing of the pots and pans once a year. It was probably the day before he fell down and died.
Marcy, maybe we're like experts, paranormal doctors.
We're doctors of paranormal.
We're doctors of
improv and paranormal?
Of improv and paranormal.
Oh, wow. I could have just read further and I would have known that too. It's like I said it, but it's like also the emails in front of my face.
Should we do an episode where we like we read the first 2 sentences and then try to guess the rest of the story and then read the story? I guess we're doing that.
Wait, I was like, should we do an episode?
We do that all the time. Never mind.
We do it every episode. We are constantly interrupting each other. And then the next sentence answers whatever we were talking about. That's a constant here.
Okay.
So, it was probably the day he fell down and died. I also used to see a shadow in the reflection of the bread box that wasn't my shadow, and our hanging basket of fruit would start wildly swinging on its own. Okay, so that's one ghost down and accounted for. Oh, we're going to go through all 21. Dang.
Wow.
Dang. The second death in the house was my mom. She had a heart attack in her sleep. My sister found her and tried doing CPR, but it was too late. Just a PSA, if a doctor prescribes you blood pressure medication, just friggin' take it. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
That happened to my friend's mom. She survived, but when the doctor came in to talk to her, he was like, "Hey, remember a year and a half ago when I prescribed you statin because you needed it?" And she was like, "Yeah, I didn't take it because I heard it was bad for you." Because, there's all these like people out there who talk about stuff they don't know about. And he's like, "Yeah, that's why you had a heart attack, and heart attacks are really bad for you."
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
I am too. That's so tough.
But it is a good PSA to remember.
Yeah, it's a great one.
As a fellow doctor, doctors sometimes know what they're talking about.
Sometimes, yeah.
I don't really believe that my mom was a spirit trapped in the house, but visited throughout the years and definitely made her presence known when our daughter was born.
Oh, that's so nice.
Okay, that's 2 ghosts down. Now some experiences I had in the house that prompted me to call a paranormal investigation team. Mind you, I only thought there was 1 ghost and my mom occasionally popping in. Before we knew what was up, these are the kind of things that would happen. When our daughter was a baby, when our daughter was a baby who cried and cried, I would sometimes walk out of her room because I just needed a break, a moment to refresh before trying to soothe her for the 100th time. One particular time, I had just laid down and said out loud, "Okay, can you please entertain her for just a little so I can take a 15-minute nap?" The crying turned to laughter from her almost instantly. That, I think, was my mom.
Oh, that's so nice.
But kids are creepy, so these are some other experiences.
Oh, God.
Our daughter, who was under 3 years old, would turn off all the lights in the hallway, making it pitch black. Then she would proceed to open the hallway closet door and have a conversation.
No. Kick her out. Kick her out of the house.
So sorry.
So sorry, but you gotta kick her out. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Kick
out.
Boom. This would happen often, and it definitely freaked me out.
Yeah.
One day she did this while I was in the bathroom at the end of the hallway with the light on. She came into the bathroom because moms don't get any privacy and turned off the light. No. Now that the bathroom was super dark, she holds my hand and tells me, they can still see us. Nope. Throw the whole kid out. LOL.
Hey, yeah.
I love a mom who will just say it.
We need more moms like that. Funny, wild, awful.
We had 3 closets in our bedroom, but only one used. 2 because the one closet gave me bad vibes.
Whoa.
My husband built an adorable little book nook that blocked the closet from ever being opened. But still, there was a closet there. The one night while my husband was away, I was in our room and the doorknob to the blocked off closet started to rattle violently. I was freaked out for sure, but what was I going to do? Well, I called my sister and asked her to sleep over. She slept on the side of the bed that was closest to the closet. The next day, I let her know what happened and thanked her for being there. She was pretty pissed, not gonna lie. That's so funny.
That is so wild. Okay, if you just want to sleep on this side of the bed, okay, great.
That's so
okay, good night.
funny. Sisters, man, they're bad. Our Google Chromecast would start broadcasting out of nowhere or calling my phone from my husband's phone number randomly. I would get transcript voicemails from the Google Chromecast all the time. The weirdest one was when I kept hearing dead for like 2 minutes. Nasty.
Oh.
All of these things were creepy, but I could handle it. I was used to it. I was seeing, hearing, and smelling things all my life. Smelling, you ask? Yes, smelling. There was a spirit who would hang out on the steps of our front porch. She smelled like lilacs. Oh. It would be the dead of winter in Pennsylvania. Upon walking up those steps, I would smell lilacs. She was okay. I would engage her, but I also didn't tell her to leave until one night our bathroom smelled like lilacs. I told her she was welcome to hang out outside on the steps, but not in our bedroom. Since that day, I never smelled the lilac ghost again. It did make me wonder if I was walking into ghost farts far more often than normal people.
Yes.
That's funny. Also, what if she had to pee-pee?
Yeah. Just a ghost pee. Just let her pee. Let the ghost pee.
Weird things happened all the time. Like the ghost who would play Just Dance with me. If I somehow can find a picture, I will attach it to this email. Is there a picture attached? There is. There is, Betsy.
There is.
Where I lost my place, though, scrolling. Okay. But the story below is what prompted me to call a paranormal team.
Yes.
One evening, while putting our daughter to bed, I was sitting in the rocking chair doing the whole wind down bedtime routine with her. My daughter. Putting my daughter down. Duh. Where's my brain?
Were you like, who,
her, what? Who, where, what? Who are you putting to bed?
Who are you putting to bed?
I couldn't possibly imagine.
Your sister?
Your sister? She came back over?
Yeah.
My husband appeared in the doorway, leaning himself to the one side. We began to chat when I saw it. A dark head of a figure with red eyes slowly appeared and was peering at me from the top of the door frame.
No.
Its long, dark, hairy, long fingers gripping the door frame. My husband is 5'11", and that thing must have been 7 foot tall. I didn't say anything to my husband about it.
Fingers.
From jerking off.
From jerking off.
That's the old wives' tales. You get a hairy palm from jerking off.
Wait, really?
Look it up. You'll grow hair on your palm if you jerk off.
Really?
This jerk off ghost.
I've never heard that. That's
never
nuts.
heard that
No.
because you didn't grow up with boys, I'm sure. I mean, you did grow up with knowing men, but
yes, but not.
But not in your home, I guess. Your dad probably wasn't going around being like, you know what happens when boys jerk off and it's not true at all, but we'll tell them it anyway.
He was not. He was not going around doing that.
That
is so funny. I can't believe that ghost is jerking off so much.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Makes you a tall ghost too. My husband, so I didn't say anything to my husband about it because he wasn't and still isn't a believer in that stuff. My husband was going through a very dark time and he wouldn't have believed me anyway. He ended up going away for a week, so I was home alone with our daughter, who was 2 at the time. I called the local paranormal team from my area, and they were eager to investigate. This is like when a wife is like, I keep asking my husband to fix the door, and he won't, so I hired a handyman.
Yes, big time, big time.
You don't believe in ghosts? I'll hire a ghost investigator.
You go out of town. You don't even have to be here for it. I'll hire paranormal investigators, okay?
Bye, baby.
Bye, baby. I'm going to figure this out myself.
I'm a strong, independent woman with a baby who is freaking me out, okay? Why am my nose is running? I think it's high pollen out there.
Too. Yeah.
It's high pollen right now.
It's high pollen season, everyone.
That's what I heard. They came by on Saturday evening, did a walkthrough of the house, and got numerous EVPs. They were very concerned about the deep demonic voice that showed up in the EVPs. Ew. There were many people on this paranormal team, but the medium was a woman who was also a medicine woman. She walked around the house and told me there were 8 spirits. Some were ancestors of mine, some from the house, and one thing wasn't human. She went outside to the garage where I said my husband spent a lot of time and was getting pretty depressed. Once she walked into the garage, she started crying. She told me there were 13 spirits trapped in the garage. They were attached to an electrical board that my dad pulled from the trash of a hospital he previously worked at 30 years before this incident, 2019.
What?
Oh my God. They got some interesting EVPs from the garage, like a bunch of people talking. You could hear what sounded like call bells ringing, people saying, help me, people saying my husband's name over and over again.
Oh, I have chills. Oh, this is messing me up.
Yeah. When the investigators asked what hospital are you from, they answered the correct name of the hospital. It was insane. I kept the disc of the EVPs, but haven't been able to find it since the move. Oh my God.
This is so wild.
So fucking crazy.
Oh, that is so scary. And that husband was hanging out in there a long time and this is like a movie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, keep going.
The investigators had actually found a lot of things going on. They came back a week later to release the spirits with a cleansing and used my grandfather's very old, very big Bible to do whatever they did. But there was also a woman that came by and rang bells into the rooms. I can't remember why. They had released the 13 ghosts from the garage, got rid of the thing that wasn't human, got rid of some of the house ghosts, but let some of the ancestor ghosts stay. Okay. They also cleansed my husband because some of those garage ghosts were feeding on his depressive state and making it worse.
Oh.
After this investigation, things felt a little better. I had finally realized, though, after learning about the hospital ghost, that the woman I saw could have been a patient wearing a blue hospital gown. Wild. Oh.
Running. That is so scary.
Trying to escape.
She's trying. Oh my God. This is so nuts. Oh, wow.
I still hadn't told my husband about the dark, red-eyed, lurking figure I'd seen back in 2019. But just a few months ago, in 2024, I did tell him. And do you know what that muffin fudger said? Oh, you can see it too? I almost punched him in the face. Apparently, he had been seeing this tall, lanky, dark, red-eyed, long-fingered fuck since he was a little kid.
So it's been following.
It had followed him and stayed with him. I asked if he had seen it in our new house, and he told me only once when he was very depressed about working from home in 2020. Honestly, I have so many more stories to share, so I might write in the short ones after sending this email. If it gets read on the podcast, thank you very much. I am also going to attach a picture of my cats. Love you both. Stay spooky, Kelly. I sent the pictures to
Kelly.
you
In
of
my
wow text. Yes, or no, I didn't. I sent it to Jessica Jardin.
Funny. She's gonna be like, "Oh, cool."
Oh my god, that's very funny of me because I'm a dum dum.
That's so funny.
Beautiful cats, by the way.
I bet. Oh yeah, she'll appreciate the cat.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you got them yet.
I haven't
but
got
these
it yet.
cats, they're when you see the cats, it's very funny because like one of them looks like it's telling a spooky story.
Funny. Okay, come on.
The other ones just look like cool, like beautiful cats, but I think it should have gone through now.
Okay. Oh yes, hold on. It did, and then wow, this is an incredible story.
And then there's the dance. Oh, okay. I wonder which one is Jazzy the ghost dancing
Let me look.
to Katy Perry.
Funny Katy Perry. Wait, let me look. Sorry, my computer's being slow. Fun cats. Look at these.
See the one that looks like it's telling a scary story? It's like faces lit up.
Yes. Yes, it does look like it has like a little flashlight. It's like, and then there was a dog. Ew.
And then there was a dog. That's a cat spooky story.
That's a cat, yeah. And it was a dog.
There was a dog.
Ew, yeah. Jazzy's looking like a ghost. Ew.
Jazzy looking like a ghost.
Ready to dance to Katy Perry.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
What a wild story.
I have a thought about the 13 ghosts in the garage, which is so sad and scary. But her dad got this electrical panel from a hospital 30 years prior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe, like, that's a weird thing to grab, right?
Yes.
Maybe he was meant to grab it and maybe meant to, like, help, but it took a long time.
All of this was supposed to kind of happen.
Yeah.
Of releasing them and stuff.
Yeah, it took a long time, but, like, what's 30 years to a ghost, like...
Yeah.
Also...
Wow.
Terrible, this, like, nasty little thing hanging around your husband.
And for the husband to go through these, like, kind of states, these depressive states where it's like, yeah, that thing's feeding and probably fueling those,
Long ago when our friend was, like, doing her training, her mediumship training, I went to do a reading and she did a past life reading, Yamara. And they were like, there's one entity that is, like, kind of attached to you, and it...
To you, Marcy?
Yes. They're like, it looks like a big, like, kind of monstery thing, but, like, they're like, it's not necessarily bad, but it does kind of give, like, this... like it can feel like depression, and they're like, in a past life it might have served you well to keep people away from you and to like be anxious and suspicious or whatever it was, and that like basically like it's just like a contract. We need to be like, I no longer need you, so you can go on. So like even though it looks like a scary thing, it's like maybe in some ways was protecting him from something
even
in
as
another
a kid
time
or something like whoa.
These were crazy.
Truly nuts.
Last night I went to a restaurant with another friend, Jessica, who just sent a picture of cats too. And she was seated at the bar when I walked in. It was Greekman's. Have you probably been to
love Greekman's, yeah.
So she was seated at the bar when I walked in, and I could see she was about to stand up, and I was like, wait, stop, there's a child behind you. And she's like, what? And I was like, there's a kid. I was like, there's a kid behind you. And the little kid behind her, because we were in the corner, she was just like facing the wall and like, I was like, it's speaking in tongues. Be careful, it's speaking in tongues.
We gotta get away from this kid.
And then she made the mistake of engaging with the child, and the child just wouldn't stop talking about the little decorative fish. And I was like, oh boy, now you're having a conversation with a 6-year-old.
I'm going to get dinner somewhere else.
You stay here. I'm gonna go get some tzatziki over here. Yeah. Wow.
Wild.
Spooky.
Too spooky.
Too spooky. Wow. I'm gonna play a listener story. If that's something that you find yourself into, possibly.
Okay, all your listeners, if you're into that, say yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah. Okay, everybody said it.
All right, here we go. Woo.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I am stuck in traffic and I have some time to kill, so I figured I would record my stories. So I have 3 of them. 2 of them involve a Ouija board, and then one of them involves a visitation dream. So the first Ouija board story didn't happen to me, but it was my sister and my cousin. So my cousin came over to visit. She was going to sleep over that night. That was pretty common for us to have sleepovers with her. We were all close in age. And my sister and her wanted to use my cousin's Ouija board that she had brought over. So they go outside, and I was too chicken. So I stay inside and, I don't know, probably play Barbies or something while they're out there. And then after maybe 10 minutes, they both come running inside, panicking. And of course, my parents and me and my little brother are like, what's going on? And they said that they had asked the Ouija board if there were any spirits present, and they heard meow. And then they look around and they don't see anything. And then they ask again, are there any spirits present? And they hear meow. And they look, and this cat emerges from the shadows. We had never seen this cat before, but she responded to their call for spirits, and they were kind of scared of the cat, partially because it, could have been a ghost cat, and also because they didn't know if it was, rabbit or, any kind of animal that comes out of the bushes. You're going to be a little scared of it. So they ran inside, and the cat followed them and sat on the back steps of my house and didn't leave for the whole night. We had the sleepover with my cousin in the living room, and periodically throughout the night, we kept getting up to look out the window, look out the glass door to see if the cat was still there. And every single time, the cat was right there, staring in the window at us, trying to get in, pawing at the window, rolling around on the ground, trying to look all cute so that we would want to let her in. One time, she even hopped up on the window unit air conditioner and stared at us through that window that way. So eventually, we put on gloves and got her into a little carrier. This must have been the next day, I'm assuming. Brought her to the vet, got her shots, and she was our cat for the next 13 or 14 years. We had her for pretty much my entire childhood. So that was wild. She didn't do anything else spooky from that point on, but just the fact that she kind of came into our lives with a Ouija board was weird. And she did have the double paws, she had the extra thumb, which I've heard is considered lucky in some cultures. I always thought it was a little bit spooky, but anyway, so her name was technically Playful because my little brother named her, but I stand by it. I've always thought this. Playful is a stupid name for a cat, so we just called her Kitty. So Kitty was our little ghost cat. The other story that I have about a Ouija board was probably a few months after this a few months after the cat appeared with the Ouija board, I was finally feeling brave enough to try the Ouija board for myself. I was like, wow, like if we got a cat out of it, like I'm sure it can do wonderful things for me. So this time we set up the Ouija board in my parents' master bedroom, and it was just my sister and I. My cousin wasn't there that day, and my younger brother didn't want anything to do with it. So my sister and I sit around the Ouija board and we put our hands on it, and it must have been maybe like less than a minute into it. I think my sister had just asked the first question, like, are there any spirits around, or whatever you ask. And all of a sudden, my body is overcome with this like numb, tingling feeling where I can't feel any of my limbs. My eyes start blacking out to the point where like I can't see. And I start to see like all of these scary images. Like when I looked around the room, instead of seeing the room, I just saw like black and scary faces. And I heard like this high-pitched ringing sound in my ears, and it felt like I was fainting. And at that point, I had never fainted before. So that was just strange. So I ended up laying down on the floor and like curling up in fetal position and just screaming, "Get mom, get mom, get mom." So my mom comes running up, and I tell her what happened. I'm like hysterically crying at this point. And I think she was just kind of like, oh, you know, like you're probably just anxious, nervous, you know, like Ouija boards are scary. Let's put that away and not do it again. But I still stand by the fact that it was not just anxiety. Like I was nervous going into it. It's a scary thing. And I was a kid, maybe, 12. But it just felt like nothing I had ever felt before. So I think some kind of spirit, probably a negative spirit, entered my body and just made me feel completely unlike myself. And then my last story is a visitation dream. So this happened in 2016. I was a young adult, and my grandmother, who I was very close with, was diagnosed with lung cancer, and she was given just a couple of weeks to live at the time of her diagnosis. So my mom was living with her temporarily just to take care of her and be there to give her medicine and meet with the at-home nurses, the visiting nurses who would come and take care of her. So my mom was, not really home. She was with my grandma, and we would just kind of talk to my mom every night to hear like what the updates on grandma were or whatnot. So one night I went to bed, and I hadn't heard from my mom that night, so I didn't have any, recent updates. But I go to bed, and I have a dream that I see my great-grandmother standing in her dining room. Now, I should add that my great-grandmother was my grandma's mom, and the two of them lived in that house together for years and years and years before my great-grandmother passed away. So my grandmother had moved into the home to take care of my great-grandmother when she got older. And then, my mom moved into that same home to take care of my grandmother after her diagnosis. So the house was, very special to all of them. So in the dream, I see my great-grandmother, but it was the most vivid view of my great-grandmother that I had seen, since she was alive. She had died several years prior to this, but in the dream, I could see every wrinkle on her face. I could see the wetness of her eyes. I could see her earrings that she would always wear. She was wearing this floral turtleneck that she would often wear when she was alive. I saw the curls of her hair. And it just felt like I was face to face with her. So she says to me, they're going to move her to the other room. And I'm like, what? And she says, they're going to move her to the other room. And the way that she said it was super solemn and sad. And then I didn't know what she meant by that. So I'm like, what do you mean? And then she turns around and walks into the dining room further, and then she just disappears. And I wake up, and I never got an answer of what she meant by that until I call my mom the next day. And I'm like, yeah, I had the weirdest dream. The great grandma was in her dining room, and she said that they're gonna move her to the other room, but I don't know what that means. And my mom immediately gets emotional, and she's just like, oh my God, how did you know that? And I'm like, what? How did I know what? And she's like, the visiting nurses just made the decision yesterday. I didn't have a chance to tell you yet, but they made the decision yesterday that in order to fit a hospital bed into the house, because my grandma was entering hospice, the hospital bed won't fit into your grandma's room. So they need to put the bed in the extra room. And that extra room used to be my great-grandma's room. So I just think it is so wild that in a dream, I was told by my great-grandma that they were going to move my grandmother into the other room. And that room used to be hers when she was alive. So anyway, my mom had also said, after I told her about this dream, she was very upset because she said that oftentimes when you have a visitation dream like that, it means that the person is going to die soon or someone is going to die soon. And my grandmother passed away within a few days after that. So that is that. I hope you enjoyed my spooky, scary stories. Hopefully you got a little bit of a heartwarming feeling from them too, because there's kitties and grandmas, but also maybe potential demon possessions. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye.
Wow. Yeah, kitties, demon possessions, visits.
And the visitation. That's
wow.
Yeah. I love a Ouija board giving you a cat. That's fun.
I know. There's Marcy right up Marcy's alley.
Oh my gosh.
Marcy
I have
left and came back and is playing with a Ouija board right now. Just be like, meow, meow, meow.
And absolutely, playful is a bad name for a cat. Correct.
Yeah. Come on. You can't let little kids name stuff for a while.
I know. We had a cat named Girly. No,
Girly.
It was a dog. Sorry, it was a dog.
Oh.
Girly.
Hi,
and I
Girly.
think I named Mama, so.
Yeah, Mama.
Mama.
My mom's and dad's cat is Kitty.
Kitty. I mean, it works.
Hey,
it works.
It works.
Oh man, those were great.
Really wild. That the second Ouija board one is just like, yeah, you unlocked something. you saw it got you.
Unfortunately.
Sorry, it got you.
Sorry, it got you.
Sorry, it got you.
Sorry, gotcha. Wow. These were great, guys.
These were so awesome. Good. Yeah. Thank
Y'all
you.
got it. You got to keep sending them to us. We need them.
Please.
And do not go see Annabelle.
Please don't visit Annabelle. Or if you do, I guess let us know it happens. But
yes.
So if you want to go, but and let us know what happens. But
yes.
I don't know.
Only go as a field reporter.
Yes. Yeah, great. Yeah. So there you go. If you're in Gettysburg in July, I guess go see Annabelle.
I guess go see her. And God bless and good luck.
Yeah. God bless, blah.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.